Hi, everybody. Welcome to Coach's Playbook with Paul LaPolice. Rider fans, I have not forgotten you. I wanted to do a breakdown of Shea Patterson's passes. So I got about 10 or 11 passes of his. We'll take a look at those. First start, 17 to 25, 278 yards. I thought, he had an early interception, but I really felt he did a good job of managing the game. Listen, at the end of the game against the BC Lions, it was 28-20 in the fourth quarter. And they had an opportunity, before it got out of hand, 35-20. So second start for him, had the win in Toronto. He's got this loss. He's got a huge game against Winnipeg. So let's take a look at a couple of his plays. Oh, and also congratulations to Shea with a baby boy born just a week ago. So pretty spectacular couple of weeks, his second start and a young baby. So before I leave, please subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. It's going to let you as we're posting new stuff and trying to get to 1,000. That's a big number in the YouTube world of helping support the page. So please, we're about 850. So please subscribe when you get the opportunity. And let's open the playbook to the Saskatchewan Roughriders offense last week against BC. Early in the game, there's an interception, and we'll break down and show why this interception happens. It's just things young quarterbacks have to have an understanding of. So here's a vertical right here. He's going to come down and underneath. And then this is what I would call a read post, where you're going to run a post. You may do some other things. He's trying to wrap the will linebacker, and they're going to run a receiver trying to get in front of the will linebacker to put him in a position where he stays low. And you see the interception. Looks like a great play by the safety, but then when you go to the end zone, you're going to see that it's just not a great decision by Patterson. So if you look here, okay, here's the read post. The post is in a position where he's going in here, but the will linebacker is 3 to 4 yards inside. So he's in the post lane. You cannot throw that. Now, Shea sees all this space, so he says, all right, I'm just going to throw it to the next window. But he has to push it too far, and what happens is the safety comes to this space. That space is not open. There is a free safety right here. He should have come down to here or to the receiver there. But he forces it into this space because he's trying to throw it inside the will, and then the interception happens. So, he's got to get more reps of some of these things, but that's an early mistake. Second one's almost intercepted here that I got pulled out here, this clip. Really good play by Deontay Evans, but let's go. This is the CFL in vogue route of the year right now, or the last 2 years, I would say. Trying to force him and then bench it off to the sideline. What's a bench? Means you run towards the sideline. He's going to come up, and then he's going to come under. And basically what you're trying to do is you are reading the corner. If that corner runs in, you should have space to throw that football. Years ago, and people still do it, you run a go route, and in man coverage, you get the guy higher. Well, this is even cleaner if you run it as an under, because then that guy immediately goes. So Shea takes a look at it, but Deontay Evans recognizes it and then gets off it and makes a great play on the football. So, in your drop, you take your three and your hitch. You got to be able to recognize this before the ball goes, and then you can come down and take the underneath throw. Great execution on this next one by Shea Patterson here. Nice throw underneath to LaPolice. And a huge run. This is what's called a BTL, behind the line of scrimmage play. Let's play it all the way back, get you back to see what happened here. So there's going to be a pressure off the front side. The strong side linebacker's coming, but good pickup at the point of attack. We have a receiver for him. He's going to go block right here, and LaPolice is going to go behind the line of scrimmage because he knows somebody's blocking downfield. It's a good call on 2nd and 3. Good call by Mark Mueller. And just get the ball and outflank when everybody's playing run. And that's what happens in man coverage. Everybody's in for the run. Huge explosive play. So really good job. Shea was celebrating that one, and I am too. That's good execution, good football play by the Riders. Nice play on a play action here. Big shot down the field. Good recognition by Shea. And once again, big run for Emulus. Let's see what happened here. How does a guy get that open on the back sides? Because they push to the multiple receiver side. So there's a receiver. He's playing tight end. You got 3 of them over here. And he starts to move this way. So they all start going, all right, we're going to drift this way. You can see them starting to push. They're pushing over. And now you only got 1 player right here. Okay, so the backside corner, he just gets his eyes into the backfield, kind of watches the run. He doesn't really have an understanding that on the backside, Rugamba pushed too far. And now as he takes the back, there's the 2-on-1. So they're basically running a corner route in the backfield, out in the flat, and there's a 2-on-1 because they pushed too far. So great recognition, great throw, another explosive play on a play action pass. So this was excellent for the young quarterback to start. Another one, Sally. Sally ran, which is a naked play. Read the end. If there's no end, go ahead and pull it, get a throw. Excellent. Really good. Now let's go through and see what's going on here. This is a 4x1 set. Remember how we identify 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4 people over there. And then there's just 1 on the back side. Now, Rugamba, the boundary halfback, watch him. He stayed in a 4x1 over here. I'm telling you, that's going to tell you one of 2 things. Either he's going high in its zone, or they're going to blitz him right off this edge, which they do. Now, this is a run play, so if he would have handed the ball off, we got to account for him. And that's Sean Bain. You got to get there. Bain, I see you catching all them passes, TD. You also got to do some blocking in the run game, but he's got to stand right there because he's responsible for the secondary player. Good thing Shea pulled it. Nice, easy throw on the outside. Good, north-south. Nice first down on a good, easy play. So if you watch the edge of the defense, BC's playing with, these are waffle fronts for me. They have the will and the ends off. So as they drop out of there, there's no contain. So go ahead and pull it, get a quick throw, get the ball out on the perimeter. Nice job. 2nd and 10 here. Here's the thing a lot of young quarterbacks do. They take a lot of the underneath throws, and that's okay. But when you have the ability to throw the deeper ones go, I think Shea thought he might have been hot here, that it's a 1+ pressure. And just the second player is just coming from so much depth. You'd like him to just take his 5-step drop and kind of wait, because it looks like what they're running, let me show you, is I think they're running this player here and then this guy on a dig, and then he returns. And you'd like to be able to, again, on 2nd and 10, can I throw behind the sticks, especially when I get man coverage. But he immediately kind of looks to his left here like he's going to throw. And, they're probably off the field when you make this throw. So the younger guys, you're always trying to say, hey, take your drop. You can always come down to your check down. But I think he thought he might have been hot here because there is a kind of only a 5 across look. It's just the free player coming to him is just coming from so much depth. I think he's got time. This is a pretty throw. I love this. Watch Shea right here. Bang. On time. 3 and a hitch. Ball out. Sam Emulus again. Favorite guy. So I think it's a little bit of a vertical stretch. They've got a guy going up here this way. They have a player here. And then he just sits down. And then they have a mesh, which are guys going across on both sides. So to me, they're basing it. It's 1, 2 to that third guy. And really 1 is dependent on, he might be 1 based on how high that player is. Okay, so I like this. Good vision, recognition, keeps the will inside, then throws a strike for a first down. Nice job. Nice job, young quarterback. So this is an interesting one. Jarrett Stearns here, he loses sight of the ball. So it's a double move play, really well executed, open, and he just loses sight. So what a double move is you start to run one route, so they start to run a dig, and these safeties are going to drive the digs when they show up, and then you put your left foot in the ground and you just sprint over the top of them. And like it gets there, but he just can't find the football. Now, one little thing I would always teach, like I teach the quarterbacks, usually take a 5-step drop instead of he takes just a 3 and a hitch and he throws it. I like to take a 5-step to get away because it takes a little bit of time so you can kind of see his angle. But Jared Stearns he's got to see this. This is a good throw by Shea. Really good job. Another BTL, same play they did before, just out of a 3x2 set. So you'll see the two players downfield because this is blocked behind the line of scrimmage. This is a run. Basically, it's a throw, but it's just a glorified way of handing the ball to somebody behind the line of scrimmage. So they block. Emulus again gets around the defense for a nice first down. So you can see all the end has to do. When you run these and you know you have man coverage, you just have to ensure one thing, that the end is not screaming at me. If he is, you're handing the ball off. But if he does anything else, like right there, that's what you call a 50-50 end. He's squeezing, he's trying to play the gap and the man, throw it every time. These are always good for a young quarterback. The wide receiver screens, get Sean Bain the ball. So basically, people are going to block. He's going to block number 1. Everybody's assigned numbers. He's going to block whoever number 2 is. Then as the linemen get out, somebody's going to try to find number 3. He'll try to get at least 2 linemen out on this. But normally, as long as it's outside, the receiver's just going to get north-south, get what yardage you can. This is a great gain. Puts him right in first down range. Really good stuff. Next one. This is going to be a little bit of a drop in the end zone. I love this concept. I like what they do. You just got to put a little bit more air on it. I think he has a good recognition of what's going on. I just wish he'd set his feet a little bit more. He's kind of drifting, almost falls back. You see him fall out of his foot right there. So what are they doing? He recognizes we have an under route and a really short route. 2 people down here. The free safety in dead middle of the field. Well, I'm going to take the diagonal. And I know I've got a one-on-one matchup. And that's what he's got. He's just got to throw it out there a little bit more. Just think of a diagonal. A diagonal is like a corner route. We talk about corner routes where a guy goes here and he runs to the corner of the end zone. A diagonal is a corner route from that side of the field because he's just going to run across the field. Safety's committed there. He's down. He's down. Good decisions. Just got to put it out there. Just set your feet and throw the ball. You're going to see a little play action pass here to get you a quick, easy throw. To AJ, all the way out. All right, you're going to see a lineman pull in this direction. That should get people to start thinking the ball's going this way. Then here comes a slot in this direction, and they're going to fake to the slot. As that's happening, the tailback is going to pretend to block, and then he's going to go out in the flat. You're going to see a receiver come across. You'll see this receiver come out and maybe run a comeback. So there you go, right here. Now, the coaching point for this receiver is he's so far away. He's got to really fight to get across the formation as fast as he can. And I think this linebacker hurts him a little bit, but he's got to get across to get in the line of vision of the quarterback. But AJ's open. He's outflanked the defense. Get it to AJ. Let him run with the ball. But you'd like to hit the deeper one that gets a first down. Great recognition here. Great timing. Big explosive play here later in the game. Schaefer Baker. Great effort. Love this. Let's go back and see what's going on here. So BC likes playing man coverage. So they're going to pressure though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 coming. Once 6 players have come, you only got 6 left, and you have the 6 guys covering, and here's your 1 free safety. So this is called man free. This is called cover 1. We've done a clinic on a cover 10 and cover 11. This is cover 10. What's the difference? In cover 10, the middle of the field is wide open because they blitzed the linebacker. So they decided to pressure. Well, what happens is Schaefer Baker makes a little bit outside move, and the man player jumps out. Rugamba jumps it. And then now there's nobody there. That's why this is such an explosive play. Really good job by both player, quarterback, and receiver. This will be the last one. I didn't do some of the ones at the end of the game, but I thought this was a good game for Shea Patterson. He missed a couple things, some of the interceptions early, but I thought he calmed down. I thought Mark Mueller called a good game for him, give him a lot of play actions like this one, and give him some easy, simple throws. He'll keep progressing to the more the higher reads he's going to have to do. But over 250 yards passing, I thought that's a good start for a guy. He gave him an opportunity to win this football game. This game was close into the fourth quarter. So he's got to clean up some things. He'll have a big game against the Bombers this week. Be interesting to see how he responds in his next start.